Lingo Legend is a mobile game for learning a new language. The app offers several languages the player can choose to learn. I chose to learn Spanish. The game aims to teach the player a new language. The game presents the player with a new word or phrase in the language they chose to learn. Then the game asks the player to answer questions about the language. These questions pop up during one of the two game modes. There is a farm game mode and an adventure game mode. The farm game mode shares basic mechanics of many farming and crafting sims. There are agriculture resources to manage and characters to interact with and build friendships with. The language learning gameplay at the farm happens by speaking to creatures you care for called Nala. These fluffy llama-like creatures will generate resources for you that can be used to upgrade and decorate your farm. This should incentivize the player to keep playing and do well in the game. The other game mode is the adventure mode. You play as an adventurer fighting monsters. This gameplay is a deck builder type game. The monster fighting combat occurs in a turn-based card game. Cards can be selected for offensive or defensive moves, and in order to play those cards, you must first correctly answer a question about your target language. Successfully beating an enemy will provide resources that can level up your card deck and craft a new weapon for your character. The mechanics of the game place a strong value on language learning. They are hidden by cute imagery and leveling up screens, but the true intent is still there. The game encourages the player to keep learning and rewards them for doing so. How effective this actually is can be debated. Every person has their own preferred learning style, and this gamified learning approach might not be helpful for all. Learning while playing games sounds wonderful at first, but it could be doing a disservice to both the gameplay and the educational content. At times, Lingo Legend did feel like it was just multitasking between learning and playing, and it didn't feel like a truly integrated experience. I did enjoy the game, and I feel like it has a great deal it could teach me. The quality of the lessons felt on par with other apps I've used in the past to learn Spanish. I believe educational games are something that require further studying and development. I would love to see more games like this on the market. I did appreciate how customizable the curriculum of the game was. There are settings that allow for the player to change the category of words and the difficulty of each gameplay lesson. This is a strength that educational games have and should explore more. Experts like James Paul G. have praised this very feature of learning in games. There are nearly always multiple solutions to any given problem. Players can choose strategies that fit with their style of learning, thinking, and acting. This, of course, is highly motivating both for learning and for playing the game, and a rich source for reflecting on one's own styles of learning and problem solving, and perhaps experimenting with new ones. I believe the game is effective at teaching a new language because it offers helpful lessons and rewards the player for learning. It is also effective because it allows for two different game modes the player can choose between to better suit their gameplay preference. The player can also customize their lesson plan for a more effective learning experience as well. All of these features make the game a useful tool for learning a new language.